Hey guys, it's Jason here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another video. Today guys, we are unboxing my new Arrma Kraton 8S. This should be the running updated version. So it's not a V2 or anything like that, but it just has basically Arrma, through the testing of everybody, the first shipment, there was a few issues with the braces and stuff like that. So this should have the newer rear brace, the new chassis support and all that kind of stuff on it. What we're going to do, guys, in this video is obviously do the unboxing and, kind of do the initial look of it and check things out and all that fun stuff. But I'm going to do, guys, kind of a second video, like a second sort of unboxing, sort of initial review of the truck, where I'll compare it to my X-Maxx, compare it to my Kraton 6S. Heck, I can even, compare it to the Super Rockaway, just to kind of, if you really wanted to get a sense of the size of this truck. I'm definitely, guys, excited because this will be the first time that I've ever seen one. We don't have a hobby store in the town where I live, so this is the first time I've ever seen it. And I'm excited just to see, the size of it, just because I'm so used to obviously like a 6S truggy, 8-scale truggy type style vehicle, that to see it in something more on a 6 scale should be awesome. All right, guys, there it is. Honestly, guys, from the time that I stopped recording there, it took me about 10 minutes to even, guys, start recording again, because this thing just looks incredible. It actually did make me kind of go, whoa. And it's been a long time that an RC has really made me kind of go, wow, that's looks different. That looks really, really good. I think you're so used to seeing, you've seen this platform before. You've seen truggies before. If you've got a 6S Kraton, whatever, you've seen an 8-scale truggy. So to see that exact same looking truck, bigger and a lot bigger, is super cool, guys. The body is wicked. I've watched so many videos, and it probably won't even come across, guys, in this video, but the body does look wicked. The flat kind of, color to it, the way they've done it, just looks amazing. And I honestly, guys, when I finished kind of recording there for a second, I actually grabbed the truck, took it and showed my son, took it upstairs and showed my wife, and just kind of carried it around, because I was just like, man, this thing is wicked. And to be fair, guys, the weight wasn't as bad as I thought. Now, saying that, I pretty much compare every RC, the weight of every RC to my V1.5, which was just the most ridiculous thing on the planet. So when I, you know, it's probably not the best vehicle to compare things to because it's a tank and a brick and an anchor. But anyways, this guy looks just wicked. And guys, I'm just going to show you guys what I meant when I was saying that, you know, you're used to seeing, you know, a 6S Kraton or a 6S Truggy. Now, I know it's not fair because I don't have any tires on it right now, but there is your 6S Kraton, which is, hey, I mean, it's an 8-scale, guys. It's a nice size vehicle, but it almost just looks like I've got like a Mini on top of there right now. And guys, I mean, I've got big trucks, guys. I've got the Super Rockway. I've got an X-Maxx, and I've been huge into 5th scale for a long time. So, you know, for this thing to kind of make me take a double look and a triple look and a quadruple look is wicked. So what I want to do right now is just take this time to kind of go over a few things before we really get into the truck that if you're thinking about getting this truck that you might want to know. So I do have an extra ESC, the same one that's obviously in the Kraton. It's basically a rebranded Max 6, but with Spectrum's, you know, kind of smart technology sort of thing, which led me to kind of an issue. So I run XT90s or the Castle connectors on all my batteries and all my trucks. This system has an extra wire on both positive and negative that run into the center of the connector. You can see it right there. It's on both. What I couldn't find was, obviously, if I was to solder on a different connector, so an XT90 or the Castle connectors, there's just a positive and a negative. I did not know what to do with that wire. Obviously, it's some type of sensor wire, whatever. But I didn't know, you obviously aren't going to be able to just, you know, solder it up to one of the connections. And I didn't know what it would do if it wasn't connected to anything. You know, would it alarm out the ESC? Who knows? And I did a quick search before I actually went to pick up the truck today, and I couldn't find anything on it. I couldn't find where anybody had changed the connectors on the ESC. So I decided to just go and grab a few more connectors. I got 2 pairs of battery connectors, so I'll put those on my 4S packs. And then I did pick up an extra set of device connectors. Because what I'm going to do is I'll probably throw one of these on the Traxxas Max because it runs 4S. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the other one because that truck I only run on 3S and my 3S has XT90, so I'm good to go there. One thing I saw, and I had to kind of cheat, guys, I had to look for myself because I was really, really curious. Every time I see somebody pull out a decal sheet, they pull it out and it has a 3S and a 4S sticker on it. And when I pulled this out, 8S. So they finally updated, revised, whatever you want to say it, their decal sheet. So I'm happy about that. Not going to waste my time going through the manual, guys. There's a wheel wrench in here. There looks to be, oh, there's kind of a glare there. These look, guys, to be like sway bar links. So I'm assuming at some point they'll release sway bars and you'll need those. But at least, hey, they include them. They're in there. I'm happy about that. Radio. So guys, as soon as I pulled out the truck, I did do a quick peek in here so that I could see that I did have the revised version. So I knew I had that running update, whatever you want to call it. And then obviously when I pulled out the radio, that's kind of why I showed the radio so much, was because this is the new radio, the stock radio, or the kind of V1, the first shipment of Kraton 8S's came with a DX2. So that's kind of cool. I probably won't use this radio. I'm going to bind it to, I do have an extra receiver right there. I'm going to bind it to either my Futaba or my Spectrum Rugged. I'm hoping that it's the same technology so that I can use my Rugged and just not use this radio. I mean, it's fine, guys. It's obviously it's an RTR radio. It's a little bit cheap feeling and stuff like that. So yeah, I probably won't end up, well, actually, no. I know I won't end up using that radio. All right, guys, let's get to the real meat and potatoes here. This will be the first time that I pull these body clips. Oh, I mean, guys, if you've watched any of those videos before, any unboxing, any first reviews, they all show you these tabs. But it's kind of a, you know, every Arrma always comes with these like little tethers that attach to the body so you don't lose your body clips. Now they have also this kind of like a little bit more of a reinforced way of just kind of holding onto the body. So instead of it just being the clip kind of sitting there, you've now got this thing, which is just kind of a bigger, you know, kind of footprint holding onto the body, which is nice. And what's nice too is they are part of the tether as well, so you're not going to lose them. Seriously, guys, it does look very impressive. Like I like the color choices. You can get it in green too. I don't really have anything to so I thought that would be fun. And you've got this like little, I mean, it's not really a roll cage, but it's kind of like a little channel lock that will sit in here. So when you're doing, like, you know, if you get into a massive rollover or something like that, the body's not going to be shifting and kind of rubbing type thing. So it's a little bit more of just something else to hold on to the body, which is nice. Yeah, guys. So wow. Yeah, guys, I'm a little speechless, which I usually am not. This thing looks really, really cool. What's nice, because I got worried there for a second, I'll show you guys this. All right, guys, what kind of made me pause there for a second was I looked in and I saw the battery trays and I thought to myself, they look kind of small. But when you move the Velcro, hopefully you guys can see this, you can see that there's obviously some type of release, and it is a two-piece design, so you are able to adjust this, so you're able to move it back, so you'll be able to fit kind of any 4S lipos that you need in there. Honestly, guys, it's definitely something to see. It's not just, grab the kind of the scale slider and just kind of crank it over sort of thing to make it a bigger, 8 scale Kraton, make it a bigger 6S Kraton. They definitely changed, guys, a lot of things. This is, guys, and I'm so happy. I mean, even though Chris at Doc's Hobbies told me that it was the running update version, it's still nice to see. I'll show you guys what I mean. So on a box, so the box itself, guys, isn't updated. It's still just the original box. So you can see, guys, back there, okay, where the rear chassis is, and you can see kind of the tower to tower brace on there. When you come over to this truck, you can see that you've got this kind of reinforced sort of, kind of rear chassis brace that definitely is going to be a huge improvement, as well as they got rid of the big long tower to tower brace, and it's now a two-piece design. To be fair, and I mean, I obviously I didn't run, the first truck that came out. I don't know, guys, the people that had the bent chassis and the, bent braces, who knows really what they were doing. There's guys I watch on there and they are just absolutely insane with their trucks. So, who knows exactly, guys, what it would have been like. However, it's still nice to know that I've got the updated version, and I hopefully that's not going to be a super major concern. I won't be doing any of the super crazy, 40 feet in the air type jumps, but I'm still going to be having fun with it. So again, guys, it's basically a Max 6. It's a rebranded Max 6. However, it does have the smart technology in it, as well as, I just noticed, guys, it's got a little cap pack on there as well. Probably just because it's, you're going to be running this truck on 8S and it weighs a little bit more, that, kind of having that little bit of extra reserve there is going to help. Moving on, guys, we've got the motor. It's a Spectrum 1250 kV motor. Now, I don't know, we know that the ESC is basically a hobby wing ESC. I'm not sure who does the motor. I did look it up. I tried to search hobby wing 1250 kV. I couldn't find anything from them. I did find a couple of manufacturers I've never heard of before on eBay that had a 1250 kV, kind of with the same, like the similar looking, kind of can sort of thing. Who knows for sure. So I'm not, again, I don't know where the motor itself comes from. But I mean, you got all the usual stuff, guys. You got an aluminum motor mount. Everything, guys, looks pretty beefy, except for one thing that I think is kind of odd. Back here on the arms, you can see how this is kind of indented. So the arms, hopefully you guys can get in, they look pretty thick, except they drop, like there's like less plastic here, and the same goes in the back. So even though it's higher here, you put your finger underneath, it's indented. I'll kind of show you guys that so you know what I'm talking about, which I thought was just kind of odd. You'd think you'd want you know, quite a bit of material here. You'd think you'd want really big, thick arms on this truck, so I'm surprised kind of they did that. I know the shock's sitting into it and all that kind of fun stuff, but I mean, heck, we're used to having, you know, just basically where the indent for the shock goes in and having material right up to it. So I'm kind of surprised they did that. So I'm curious to see how these arms are going to last. So that's the only thing that I noticed that I was kind of like, that seems a little bit different. I think it would have been nice to see aluminum shock towers. I'm guessing, and actually aluminum shock caps as well. Pretty much every Arrma I've owned always has aluminum shock cap. So I'm kind of surprised. It's probably going to be an upgrade part if it's not already. But yeah, it would have been just nice to see those kind of right out of the box. These side chassis guards are massive. They are huge. What I want to do now, guys, is actually just measure the chassis. Curious to just to the thickness of it. So guys, it comes up, I don't know how you're going to see that or if it's going to focus. It comes up at 157 thou, which is pretty much, guys, 4 millimeters. So it does have a 4 millimeter thick chassis, so that is a pretty thick chassis. I don't think I'll be replacing that right away like I did with my 6S Kraton. All right, guys, so I got the truck standing up and just thought I'd show you guys the chassis because it does look, guys, super cool. They did kind of like this laser etched thing on it, which really, really looks nice. You know it's going to get all scratched up and all that fun stuff, but who cares? Chassis does run, guys, obviously right from the front all the way back to the rear. So it's kind of, obviously it's going to be a lot more strength than having, you know, kind of like an individual bulkhead or something like that here to kind of change things up. The one thing, guys, I'm going to kind of I can give you guys another view on is here's what I'm talking about with the arms. It's huge. I don't know, it seems like this could be material and just kind of provide that much more strength. I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming they know what they're doing. It's Arrma. Arrma does, obviously, they're known for their you know, I don't want to say bulletproof machines, but they definitely take a lot more abuse than most trucks do. I'm just surprised. That just seems that's a different way of doing things. Anyways, guys, I'm going to remove all 4 tires just so we can check out the corners. All right, guys, I just wanted to pull the wheels and tires off just so, again, you guys can take just a better kind of view of the suspension and stuff. These front knuckles are massive. They're huge. 24 millimeter hexes, guys, so it'll run, you know, any 5th scale wheels and tires. X-Maxx wheels and tires, low C5T, Baja, whatever you need. So again, depending on how those are, there'll probably be something at some point I'll change. Shocks look good. Nothing crazy going on there. Again, it doesn't have the aluminum caps, which I'm a little surprised with, but whatever. Checking things out. One thing, guys, I noticed when I first actually removed the tire, I took a tire off and then I was moving my way to the back. I moved the truck a little bit and I noticed that the pin had come out. So if you do get this truck, I know everybody says, oh, go over your truck. Most people, you know, we do kind of that first visual to the truck, but then we're usually excited to run it. But I would say, guys, maybe just check, you know, your set screw in there, like in there, because there's like a little, you know, kind of set screw that holds your pin in place. You're just going to want to check that just to make sure that your pin doesn't come out. Like if you happen to remove your tire, you know, when you're out and about type thing, you could end up losing the pin. So you're going to want to check that. Honestly, guys, I just keep looking at this truck. I know this isn't like, I know I watch reviews and people go into all the details, and you've probably already watched all those. You know, I'm honestly, guys, I'm so visual, and just seeing this thing is honestly, guys, it's crazy. They did a really, really good job of it. I have been, and this is what I'm about to say, guys. I'm going to go into more details with the second part of the video, like I was mentioning when I first started, but this, guys, was not an easy purchase for me. I mean, obviously money is part of it. It is an expensive truck, but you know, I was really debating and on the fence of buying this truck due to the size. And just, you know, due to the power. I know when I run my X-Maxx, it's got a 1200 kV motor in it. It's going to soon have the 1600 over there. I honestly, guys, I always, when I drive my X-Maxx, want more power. You know, I drive 8-scale truggies and I'm always super, super happy. I drive my Super Rockray. I'm always super happy. But I do find that some of those other trucks, like my X-Maxx or my DB XLE, you know, I've had 2 of those. I always found they were just very underpowered. So I don't know how this is going to be. Like I said, watching the videos and stuff, honestly, guys, like I said, I was, kind of debated about it. I do notice a few people have, up the tooth on their opinion and stuff like that. I am strongly considering, but I'm not going to do it until I run the truck. Maybe moving up into the Castle system, the new censored 800 kV system, because honestly, guys, I want this truck to be fun. Most people do reviews, 1 out of 10, 5 out of 10, blah, 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 blah. I always give a truck like a fun factor, because for me, it has to be fun. And for me to say it's fun, guys, that means it checks a lot of boxes. It means it's powerful. It means it's durable. It means that I can take it out, go to where I run it, and enjoy running the, through it. And I don't have breakages. There's a difference, guys, from running a truck and, taking a huge jump and landing wrong and breaking something, to running a truck and having your pinion and spur shred or your diffs come apart for no reason whatsoever. So that's kind of, guys, what this truck has to live up to. I'm going to hopefully, guys, I'm going to take more of a, I don't want to say interest, but I've owned 2 DBXLEs and I gave up on them very, very fast. I just didn't enjoy them. I found them very, very slow. And honestly, I just ditched them. I won't do that, guys, right away with this truck. I'm going to hopefully, guys, if out of the box, it's not what I want, I'll spend the money. I'll find the money somehow, and I will do the ESC and the motor upgrade and go from there. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. As always, guys, if you like this video, please subscribe, give me a thumbs up. I'm going to go outside, guys, right now and take just, a couple of pictures. By a couple, probably going to end up being like 15 or 20 of them. I like doing that at the end of my videos if you haven't watched any of them before. And like I said, guys, stay tuned, because in the next couple of days, I will have the part 2 of this, where, again, I just compare it to other trucks. And guys, I'm going to get into a little bit more detail on why I bought this truck. And when I say why I bought this truck is why I dropped the money I did, because these are not cheap trucks. And I've got an X-Maxx, I've got my Super Rockaway, I have other fun trucks too. So anyways, guys, enjoy the pics. Have a great night.